Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the Annuity Edge webinar. My name is Okoli Emmanuel, and I'm super excited to bring this to you today. Some of you are joining or watching this video for the very first time, and we want to assure you that as you are planning for your retirement or you are trying to make up your mind on which of the options to go with, this webinar is designed to provide all the clarity you need and all the information you need so that you can make an informed decision. All right, we've been on for a while. You can look at the previous videos. I believe somebody invited you, someone who works with Heirs Insurance gave you this link to this video. That person has done you a massive good. So help me say thank you to that person that gave you this video or this link, because the information we'll be sharing here in the next few minutes will be mind-blowing to provide a lot of clarity for you and help you make an informed decision like I just said. We'll be taking questions at some point. Then we'll also listen to our guest speaker who is here today. And then, of course, our manager, our regional manager is here. But let me quickly do a quick introduction. I want to say a big welcome to our RM at Heirs Lagos Central, Mr. Larry is here. Thank you so much for coming, Mr. Larry. Thank you also to some of the managers I can see here who are with us, who also will be taking questions and answering them. I can see Otto Juliet, thank you. I celebrate you. Abbas, I thank you. Mr. Agbola Ibrahim is the guest speaker for today. He's also one of our top managers in the industry. Thank you so much. Many more are coming and they will join us in the course of this meeting. So please, if you are watching now, type your name so that I can call it properly. If you are wherever you are from, you're in Lagos or in Abuja, you're in Kano, just type your name on the comment section. If you don't mind, you can also type in, whether you are a retiree or not, just type it on the chat. And if you have questions, even while we are still talking, you can put up your questions so that when we get to the time for question and answers, we'll take that question immediately. All right, that being said, let me quickly give 1 minute to our RM. He's here. I believe he will just say a thing or two and encourage our retirees who are here or who will watch this video. I believe many more persons will watch this video. This video will go to over 1,000 or more people in the next weeks and months to come. So whether you are here live or you're watching the replay, this is just for you. Okay, please help me welcome to the mic our regional manager as he gives us a very brief intro and a remark. Thank you, Mr. Larry. Please kindly unmute.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Emmanuel Okoli. So thank you for the invitation. Actually, this program, we have started this kind of program before now. It's got to a point, maybe because of one reason or the other, so we're not able to continue with it. But now, I've said it. I've even taken it upon myself that it's going to be a monthly thing. So for our retirees that are here, let me welcome you once again to the Annuity Edge webinar. So I want you to know that it's going to be a monthly thing, because most of these retirees, you see them keep throwing question after question. They are eager to know several things. That's the main reason why we structure out this program to be taking place every month. So we want our retirees to spread the news to their colleagues or their friends, wherever they are. It doesn't matter if they are far away, if they are in Kaduna, if they are in the south, if they are in the east, in Lagos, wherever they are, they can attend the program from there. It's just for them to be open to the best way that they can have access to their pension. And thank God, we've made the arrangement with the professionals. We are professionals. We want to see how we're going to get closer to this retiree so that whatsoever it is that is their need will be attended to. So thank you very much. I welcome everybody. I welcome Daddy and Mommy who are retiree and about to retire on this platform. So thank you. So back to you, Okoli.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Larry. Thank you. We're glad to have you here. For those who just came in, this is Mr. Larry Oladeyelu, Mr. Olarewaju. He is our regional manager at the Heirs Insurance Group, Lagos Central, and he is a strong advocate of empowering and equipping retirees with right information so they can make informed decisions. So if you are coming in, please kindly type your name on the platform, on the chat. You can see the chat at the bottom of your screen. Okay, I see a retiree from Benin. That is Tommy. Tommy, yeah, thank you for coming. Tommy said, good evening, everyone. My name is Tommy, a retiree from Benin. Thank you so much. I see Kiri and others who are typing in the chat. Go ahead and type in the chat. We'll just say hello to you at some point. We can be able to ask questions. Again, a very quick one before we proceed and invite the speaker who will speak to us in 30 minutes or less so we can take more questions. Let me also say at this point that this event is, not only for you watching right now. Even if you're not retired yet, you are able to refer your retiree friends who have already retired, right? So you can leverage on this invite. The person that gave you this link, you have the number of that person, and refer other retirees who are just retiring, that is if you're not retired yet, or who have already retired, but they are still confused and they're not here. Let that person that gave you this link, be introduced to them so that they also can benefit from what we are sharing here today. That's number two. Number three, I need to say also that we have physical trainings and events that we organize for companies, business places, organizations. So even if you have retired, but you feel like the people in your former workplace need to hear this, we have a retirement readiness program. It's a physical seminar workshop that we do for companies, for businesses, free of charge. All right, our company have taken over the cost. So all you need to do is to help us, link us with your HR in your former workplace and tell them that, okay, the health insurance team wants to come and organize a training for your company so that those who are still working will be ready for retirement even before they retire. The person that brought you here, you have the number. So reach out to the person and we can organize that and come physically to your office if you would like to have that happen. And also we have other savings plans that would benefit a lot of you guys. A lot of you are people who are working right now, or even if they're retired, that can also be an additional benefit to you all. That being said, now is the time we're waiting for. The time is 4:20. We are going to invite someone very special amongst us. His name is Mr. Ibrahim Abola. He is one of our top managers and top leaders in the industry. He has several years of experience in the industry. He has helped hundreds or more of retirees, convert, make the best plans for themselves in terms of pension. He has been able to, across different PFAs, whether it's Stanbic IBTC, whether it's Power Pension, whether it's Access ARM, Mr. Ibrahim has all the answers. He has been there, he has done it, he has faced all kind of mountains, all kind of oppositions. He has seen all kinds of retirees. So I doubt there's any question or concern you have that Mr. Ibrahim will not be able to dismantle tonight. So join me as I make welcome to the microphone, Mr. Abola Ibrahim. Please take the mic from me, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Trust you are all doing great. Happy weekend to you all. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah, good. Thank you very much, Okoli Emmanuel. God bless you. Also, I want to welcome all our retirees across Nigeria. The main reason for this annuity presentation is to educate our retirees regarding annuity plan. A lot of us, when we retire from service, we want to process our retirement benefits. We get our PFA. The PFA will just give us some documents and sign out and put you under what we call programmed withdrawal, without knowing that you have two pension schemes in Nigeria. Are you getting me? So that is the main reason for us having this kind of wonderful presentations, so that whenever we retire from service or either we are under program withdrawal, we should know the best pension scheme we have to choose. Yes, let me start from my table of contents. Number one thing I have introductions, myself, my ASM, my RDM, my fellow managers, which I've done. Then I move straight to what pension is all about. What do you really understand by pension, if I may ask? Pension is a mode of monthly payments for all retirees after retirement. And when we retire from service, we need to understand the two pension schemes in Nigeria. In Nigeria, we have two pension schemes in Nigeria. A lot of retirees, when they retire from service, they believe that the only pension scheme they can do is the one they have with their PFA, which is false information. Now, what are the two pension schemes we have in Nigeria? We have what we call program withdrawal, we have what we call annuity. But before I go in details on what program withdrawal is all about and annuity, I would like to speak briefly on the reason for the privatization of pension in Nigeria. What are the reasons? What is the reason why government privatize pension in Nigeria? A lot of us will be saying that, oh, it's federal government that is managing our pension before. The reason why they privatize it, what are the reasons? There is what we call NSITF, Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund, and then it was what we call Nigerian Providence Fund. Those are the two old pension schemes managed by governments. Back then in the early 90s, late 80s, they have been in existence since that time. So a lot of retirees, whenever they want to process their retirement benefit, they usually find it difficult to get their gratuity and their monthly pension. Now also, whenever they are collecting their monthly pension, they pay them this month, the following month they pay them, third month or 2 months will not be paid. So a lot of them, before they get the pension, they usually face a lot of challenges. Some they sick along the way, they develop stroke and they died along the way. So when our former president Olusegun Obasanjo, during his own era, I'm talking of 2004, now say that okay, enough is enough. Let us do what? Let us privatize pension. Pension is being privatized by federal government, just like the way they privatized NEPA. Back there, back in those days, the way NEPA is being privatized. Now we have a Ikeja Electric, we have a Ibadan Electric, we have a Eco a Distribution Electric. They are all what? Private companies supplying what? Electricity in Nigeria. So the same way government privatize pension in Nigeria. So when our former President Olusegun Obasanjo privatized pension in 2004, the PFA came on board. I'm talking of, okay, let me now give you the list of the PFA that came on board. Then we are talking of the Stanbic IBTC pension, number one. Number two, Leadway pension. Number three, PAR pensions. We have a Crusader Sterling pensions. We have NLPC pension. We have MPF pension. We have a Fidelity pension. We have PAR pension. Right now, there's nothing like PAR pension. So if you have any retiree under PAR pension, please don't go to PAR pension. Go to Leadway. They will attend to you, because presently they have not fully transferred the database, to Leadway. So please go to Leadway. Leadway will attend to you should the case you are a retiree from PAR pension. We have a FBM pension. We have many of them in Nigeria. So now, what are the core job of those PFAs? As in the main reason for government to privatize them and to create those PFAs. Number one thing is that they have to go to each federal government parastatals, private companies, to educate them what pension is all about. To open what? Retirement savings accounts for each employees of different kinds of organizations. So when those retirement savings accounts is being opened and managed by them, number two is that they have to what? To remit some certain percentage from their salary. Let's assume somebody is collecting 200,000 every month as salary. it is expected to pay at least, let me say, 8% or 10% from the salary to be keeping against what? Against their pension. The employer, they are also keeping the same. So when that person retire from service, they will now merge it together. So when they merge it together is what we call accrued pension rights. But before I give you more explanation on accrued pension rights, I would like to speak on what we call PFC. Who are the PFC in Nigeria? We need to understand. Most of our retirees, they will say that, oh, I cannot move from one PFA to another. I like the way they are maintaining my pension. Oh, I'm afraid. I don't. The angel you know today, sorry, the devil you know for many years is better than the angel you know today. Are you getting what I'm saying now? So they are afraid because of what? Because of what is involved. Money is involved in it. So you moving from program withdrawal to annuity. That doesn't mean that your money is going somewhere that will not be found again. There's what we call PFC. Number one PFC we call it Zenith PFC. We have a UBA PFC. Then we have FBN PFC. What is the job task of those PFC? Those PFC, they are just like bank. In banking, whenever you want to withdraw your funds we have in your bank account, or probably you want to transfer, you want to pay some, you want to deposit a check, you can easily go to the bank and do that. This kind of PFC I'm talking about is not where you can do any banking transaction. It is where those retirees funds in Nigeria are being what? Kept. Are you getting me? So if you say you want to move from program withdrawal to annuity, let me say for example, like par pension before they move to before Leadway acquire them, they are using what we call UBA PFC, and we are also using UBA PFC. So if you want to move from program withdrawal to annuity, it is just that they are moving your fund from their own accounts in UBA PFC to our own accounts in UBA PFC. So there's nothing to be afraid about. You moving your funds from program withdrawal to annuity. So when you retire from service and your accrued right is being generated, before your accrued right will be generated, you need to get all your documentation done in your with your employers. Let me say, for example, you retire from Unilag, you need to do what we call verification. That is, you need to do that 6 months or a year before retirement. So after your verification is being done, you do your clearance, everything, then you will be assured of your accrued rights. So, and then they are going to generate templates for you. What do you really understand by template?
Yeah, I'll make a few comments here before he comes back. So Mr. Ibrahim was just talking about the steps. If you can look at your screen, I believe you will see a few things outlined there, 1 to 7 steps that you will need to go through if you are, it can vary depending on where you are now, whether you're already retired and have been on program withdrawal for a while, or you are just a fresh retiree. So, but generally speaking, this is
the system logged me out. Sorry. I
okay,
think the
good.
system logged me out.
Welcome back. Please go ahead, sir.
Right now. So you need to look at the step on how to migrate to annuity. What are the steps in case you say that, okay, number one, do PENCOM verification before retirement. Yeah, you have to do what? You have to do PENCOM verification. Failure to do PENCOM verification can result to you waiting for good 1 year, additional 1 year before your retirement benefit will be ready. Number two, you have to complete data recapturing exercise by the PFA. So data recapturing is being done by the PFA. You have to visit your PFA for your data recapturing exercise. So what is the essence of data recapturing? It's for you to link your NIN to your pension. Just like before, you can go to any MTN office to purchase a SIM card, then without NIN. But because of the fraudulent activities, that's always happen in Nigeria. That is why government now said that, okay, it is compulsory to link your NIN with with your SIM card.
Okay, Mr. Ibrahim, your network is very bad. I'm sorry, I might need to take it from here. Mr. Ibrahim, if you can hear me, I'm not sure you can, but if you can hear me, I think your network is very bad and it keeps breaking too frequently. So maybe we'll just hold on until the question and answer session so we can now answer some questions. Hopefully by then you will be in a place where network is better. I hope you understand. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, now, Mr. Ibrahim was just talking about 7 steps to take. You need to go to you need to do your verification. Number 2, you need to make sure you do your data capturing. Number 3, you need to get your templates. Now, if you are just a fresh retiree, you need to get your templates. If you're already retired, what you need is a statement.
Manuel.
Mr. Ibrahim, hold on. Let's just take it from there. Your network is too bad and it's breaking too badly. We cannot make a meaning out of what you're saying. So
no problem.
We'll come back to the question and answer session. If you are in a better place where that has better network, we can take answers to questions. Okay, let's just take it from here, if you don't mind. Thank you for understanding, sir. Okay, yeah. So number 4 thing he said, or he was saying, is number 3 is you get your templates, right? But then that is for a fresh retiree. But if you're already retired and you want to come over to annuity, what you need is your RSA statement. RSA means retirement savings account statements. All right. Now the template is a 1-page document typically that shows your RSA balance at the time of retirement, the lump sum that your PFA wants to pay you, right? And then the monthly pension that they want to pay you if you stick with them for program withdrawal, right? Of course, some templates can also show you amount available to purchase annuity. All right, that's number 3. So what you need to do is to go and get that template. That is in fact, number 3 point here is one of the most sensitive parts, the most sensitive time in your retirement pursuit. Please, I want you to confirm you can hear me. If you can hear me, just type something on the chat. Just say, yes, I can hear you very clear. Anybody just type yes on the chat. Let me be sure that I'm being heard clearly. Yeah. So while I'm waiting for that, I'll just go on. But I want to see your type. Just say, yes, I can hear you if you can hear me clearly. Okay, so while I'm waiting for that, so this number 3 point is the point where you get to decide what you want to do, right? There are 2 options, like Mr. Ibrahim have said, the annuity and the program withdrawal, okay? If you miss it here, you will need to wait for at least 12 to 13 months before you can come over to annuity, all right? However, if you are guided properly at this point, you can actually pick up annuity, go for annuity from the onset of retirement. Can anybody hear me? I want to see your chat. Okay, good. I can see yes. Okay, yes, you can hear me. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Okay, yeah. So once you have these templates, the next challenge you may face is while you are at the PFA, you might be asked to sign something somewhere around a document, sign 1 or 2 documents. Please don't be in a hurry to sign, because if you do that without reading what you are signing, you have automatically moved yourself to program withdrawal. And then whether you know what you are doing or not, you are going to be there for at least 1 year. That is why we advise you to hold on, just request for your templates and then send it to the financial advisor that you are talking to. The member of the Heirs insurance team that you have been talking to, the financial advisor that gave you this link to this video. Get back to him or her and tell them, I have my template now. That is one of the most significant and sensitive part of this journey. All right, don't sign anything, just get a template. Then your guide, your financial advisor, the person talking to you from Heirs Insurance, will show you a list of other documents you need. For example, you need 3 months pay slip, that from your last place of work. You need your NIM slip, you need your BVN, you need your utility bill and your RSA statements, your passport photograph, and a few other things that you will need. It can vary depending on whether you're a federal or Lagos State, but generally speaking, there are about 7 of them, right? Your BVN is number 1, NIN, the slip, your utility bill, and the rest of them. So you'll be told what to do. Once you submit this to your FA, the Heirs Insurance person you are talking to, they will now help you process it, and you will now have in your hands what we call number 5, the provisional agreements. All right. With this agreement, you have to now take it physically or online to your PFA alongside the forwarding letter and the contract letter. So there are 3 documents in one. Your FA will help you. Your FA will help you put them together in one. You have to sign at some place. He also will help you sign as a witness at some point. So in the slide, you can see what I wrote there. Your FA uses your template and documents to generate a provisional annuity agreement showing how much Heirs Insurance will be paying you. And trust me, whatever you got from your PFA cannot be compared to what the insurance company, in this case, Heirs Insurance, is going to pay you. It's usually significantly higher in figure. You see, many retirees don't know what I'm saying right now. They don't even have an idea. Many of you retirees, you are losing money every single month. You don't know. The money you are being paid already by your PFA is not the full value you deserve. Is not the if you are watching this video and you are already retired for some time, you need to know that you have been losing money for as long as you have been on pension. If you are not yet on annuity, all right, the difference can range from 5,000 to 50,000 and even more. Imagine you're losing 50,000 naira of your own money every single month, or 30K or 60K every single month. You have been losing it because you did not know about annuity. Now you know, right? Now that you know these things, what you need to do if you are already on program withdrawal is to reach out to the guy or the lady that gave you this link. Tell them, I want this annuity thing. I don't want to be losing money anymore. They will now show you what to do, like I've said earlier, your RSA statement of account, and then the...
Hello, Emmanuel. Can you hear me now?
Okay, just hold on, Mr. Ibrahim. Let's get to the point where we take questions. I'll just run through.
Okay,
yeah.
No problem. I have to change my location. I guess the network is where.
Yeah. So we'll come back to the question and answer session. Then we can now have you take more questions. Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. Okay. Now, so that being said, you will sign number 6. You get to sign and submit your PFA. All right. You have to read what you have been given. You will now sign and then submit it to your PFA, and then you get an acknowledgement copy. So when you are going to your PFA office, you would go with 2 of those documents, 2 copies, right? You give them one and make sure they acknowledge the other one for you. Then you take it back. That confirms you have actually submitted. Okay, so typically, so how long will it take for all this to happen? Typically, the law requires or says 72 hours, maximum 3 working days. That's on paper. But in real life, you know, Nigerians and bottlenecks, sometimes it can stretch beyond that, 1 week or thereabout, maybe 2 weeks, but it should not exceed 2 weeks. The law says 3 days, but by and large, before your next salary, before your next pension, it should have reflected. And then your new payment will now start from Heirs Insurance. So what happens in that process is simple. Your RSA fund is moved to the insurance company, that is to the insurance company's PFC. Mr. Ibrahim, I told you what PFC means, right? Yeah. So, and UBA is one of the PFCs. That is the good news that many retirees don't even know. And many of the PFAs don't want you to know that there's what you call PFC. All right. In case you are just joining this video now, PFA means pension fund administrators. Those people that you have been given while you are working, there's a part of your salary that goes to them for many months. You probably know them, like Stanbic IBTC, Access ARM, and the rest of them. Now, even though your money is being sent to them while you are working, being accumulated, part of your salary, your monthly salary, the PFC is not really the one holding or keeping the money like a bank. No. Look at the screen. You will see what you call PFC. I mean, the PFA is not the one keeping the money. The money actually is in a kind of a banking arrangement called PFC. And there are just about 3 of them in Nigeria as of today. All right? No matter how many PFAs are out there, as we speak now, there are about 21 of them or 22, thereabouts. Okay, like Leadway, like IBTC, Access ARM, Power Pension, you know, many of them, about 21 or so. They are only administrators. A here means administrators. The money is actually, your money is actually with the PFC, Pension Fund Custodians. Okay? And there are 3 of them. UBA, I'm sure you know UBA Bank, for example, and the Heirs Insurance, group is in the same family. Our chairman, Mr. Tony Elumelu, you probably know him. He's a Gen Z man, and then he's very keen about making insurance, making pension very easy and accessible to every retiree. Okay, that is why we are doing what we are doing. As I'm talking to you right now, at the time of this recording, Heirs Insurance is paying the highest value for retirees in the midst of all other, annuity providers. You can go and verify. At this time of this recording, our rates are the highest in the market. Like Peter Obi, I can say, go and verify. Ask anybody you know in any other insurance company. So now, but our PFC is one of the top three, one of the three actually. There are only three. There are not many. There are just three. UBA PFC, Zenith PFC, and then First Pension. I believe that's the name. Yeah, these are like banks, right? These are kind of like a bank structure holding the money that you send to your PFA while you are working. I hope you understand what I'm saying. All right. Now, that being said, let me quickly run you through the difference between the program withdrawal and the annuity. Some of you are asking over the years, okay, well, how comes we don't know about program annuity all this while? Because you have been in the in the program withdrawal for a long time. You never heard about it. I have some retirees in the north, in Abuja, in Kaduna, in Kano. It's like they've not heard about annuity before. Some of them is strange to them. And you are wondering why that is the case. Very simple. Let me run you through this. Program withdrawal and annuity. Please confirm you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, just type screen. If you can see my screen and you can see program withdrawal and annuity, please type screen. If you can see my screen and you can see program withdrawal on one side and annuity on the other side, just type screen. Perfect. Perfect. That means you can see me clearly. Okay. So program withdrawal and annuity, like Mr. Ibrahim said, program withdrawal is the default option you have, right? Is the default. In fact, one of the retiree asked me, Mr. Emmanuel, why is it that you are not popular? Why is the annuity is not popular? See how I explained it to him. I said why it looks as if annuity is not popular in the north or anywhere you are in Nigeria is because imagine you have you are a school owner, for example, right? And then you have a primary school, right? And then your students have been in that school for 6 years, from primary 1 to primary 6, in fact, from nursery, right? Nursery 1, 2, 3, then primary 1 to 6. And then in the same compound, the same premises, you started a secondary school called program withdrawal. Since you are in the same compound, you that is the school owner, you will not be telling your graduates from primary 6 to go to other schools, because you cannot be marketing another school when you have a secondary school. I don't know whether I get what I'm saying. So even though the law has said that the PFAs, that's pension fund administrators, should educate retirees on the two options, unfortunately, that is not done effectively, because if it is done effectively by this same person, you will leave them. And no businessman wants to lose his customers. If you are getting what I'm saying, please type yes. If this is making sense to you, just say yes. That is why it looks as if this is not popular. So no school owner, for instance, the analogy I just gave right now, the analogy, no school owner who has a primary school will be advertising somebody else's secondary school when you have a secondary school in the same premises. That is why it's not popular. But now our job as insurance companies like Heirs Insurance is to now do what the government have said. Educate every retiree or soon to be retired person and tell them that they have two options. They have the program withdrawal or they have the annuity. Let me run this quickly. Look at the left column. You see program withdrawal. It is administered by the PFA, like I said a while ago. On this side, the annuity is administered by a licensed insurance company, like Heirs Insurance at the moment, which is the leading insurance company right now in terms of annuity and other KPIs. All right. Number two, program withdrawal is designed to pay you for an expected or estimated lifespan. That is why it is called program. In fact, I like what Mr. Ibrahim always says. He says the word program means it has been programmed. In fact, from the name itself, it speaks for itself. It has been programmed. When you program something, there's a beginning and there's an end, right? Mr. Ibrahim will say that whatever has a beginning always has what? An end. All right? So there's an estimated lifespan that has been fixed for you. When you retire, they do a calculation based on your last salary that you were earning while you were working, your current age, your gender, and a few things. They now estimate how long that money should last. You okay? Annuity, on the other hand, some people have argued that this is 10 years for program withdrawal. Some say it's more than 10 years, 15 years, or thereabouts. That's not even the issue. Whether it's a 10 years that are programmed for, or 15 years or 12 years, that is not the issue. The issue is that it will finish. It is for an estimated lifespan. The issue is that it is designed not to last forever. All right? And we have cases of retirees who are still alive, whose pension have stopped. We have cases of people who are still, and as a retiree, that is the last thing you want to happen to you. At your old age, you don't want to have high blood pressure, and you don't want to be scared that the markets have crashed. In fact, I've met some people who have told me, Mr. Emmanuel, many years ago, I invested in some shares, I invested in stocks, I did this, I did that, and then all that money, several millions, disappeared. If you don't want to have that kind of stories that touch the heart, you need to know what I'm saying now, because the money you leave with your PFA is used for these things I just said now. And there's a chance that those can crash. And when it happens, you are left with nothing, no payment anymore, because you are told from the beginning that it is not going to last forever. It will depend on market performance. I hope that clarifies. On the other side, annuity pays you for a lifetime. It will never stop. The government does not want our elderly people who are in the retirement bracket to begin to worry about payments or income every month for the rest of their life. Even if you like, live up to 130 years, 150 years, or 200 years old, your payment will never stop. That is why many retirees are choosing annuity over program withdrawal. Number 3, now the money you are being paid in annuity in program withdrawal is from your capital. That RSA you gave them at the point of retirement, right? When you have taken your 25 or 50% out, the money remaining there, right, is from there they will be paying you, just so we are clear. And when they'll be taken from them, be paying you, of course, they'll be doing business with the balance, which is, everybody know how risky it is to do business in Nigeria today. But that balance is where they're paying you from. And unfortunately, when there's profit, nobody tells you. Yeah, you are only going to feel the heat when there's a loss. Some retirees said to me, Mr. Emmanuel, since they're having my money, let them be doing business with my money. Now, when they make profits, they'll add for me. Now, we have seen cases like that where, you assume that they will tell you. The only time they will tell you they're making money is when you want to leave them. And I'm telling you from practical experience, just walk to any PFA and tell them, okay, I want to do annuity. They will start telling you all kind of stories. You know what? No, don't leave. We are planning to give you 2,000 naira extra. We are planning to give you 5K extra. If you leave now, you will not get that 2,000 naira I want to give you extra to whatever you are earning now. You need to ask them, why are you going to be giving me that 2,000 naira for the past 3, 4, 5 years I've been with you? That is the deception and the unfair advantage that unfair treatment that, in my own opinion, personal opinion actually, that many retirees have to go through because they don't know. The insurance company, on the other hand, will take all the shock of losses. I told you, with the program withdrawal and your PFA, you are the one that will bear the shock and the losses when it happens. For example, during COVID-19, of course, we all know that there was no business anywhere. All shops, all businesses were closed down. Many retirees who were on program withdrawal, it was tough for them because nobody can pay anybody, because we need to make money to pay you. Everywhere is shut down. But it was not so for people on annuity, because annuity is a contract, is an agreement that even if the heavens are falling, your payments will never stop. Okay, number 4, payments may reduce or stop during economic downtowns. I've said it already, for program withdrawal. But for annuity, you are being paid the same amount irrespective of lockdowns or recessions. Okay? Now, in program withdrawal, when your fund is finished, it's over. When your fund is exhausted, it is over, right? Nothing goes to your beneficiary. However, to be very fair, I need to be very fair here. For program withdrawal, there's a way it's calculated that in the first few years, there's a balance that you have if life happens to you, in the first 10 years or so, that goes to your beneficiary. Now, for annuity, in the first 10 years also, Okay, in the first 10 years, if life happens and the retiree does not survive, there's also a balance calculated and given, a lump sum given to your family, your beneficiary. Okay, but the good news is that you cannot outlive your annuity, payments. All right. Okay. Now I think Mr. Ibrahim have explained this earlier. How some of you are asking, okay, how will my lump sum be calculated? How will my lump sum be calculated? I will not go into details here, but in a quick summary, it is usually determined by a few factors, like how old you are at the point, how much you have as your balance when you are retired, and your last salary while you are working. So the calculation will be done with a 10-year duration, a 10-year period, so that whatever you are going to be getting as a monthly pension will not be less than half of your last salary while you were working. Okay, good. But we'll go into details maybe during the question and answer session. All right. Now, for time's sake, I will also skip this. But again, program withdrawal payments and annuity payments, of course, annuity is higher. Then let me just share with you 5 quick benefits. Okay, I'll call Mr. Ibrahim when I'm done to take that lump sum calculation. At the right time. So 5 benefits why you must choose annuity today. Okay, 5 benefits why many retirees, when they hear about annuity, they don't even waste time. They say, Mr. Emmanuel, Mr. Ibrahim, Mrs. Juliet, please, can you just move me quickly to annuity? This is the reason why they do that. Number 1, higher income. Annuity pays you significantly more every single month than program withdrawal does. Okay, from the same RSA balance, and it pays you for life. I've said it before, you don't need to be losing money every month. Okay, so annuity pays you higher income every single month. I have a man, Mr. Chris, who did his annuity with us, sometime last year. I think he was earning about 70,000 naira or 80,000 naira. I can't remember the exact figure at the time when he was on program withdrawal. When he moved to us at Heirs Insurance doing annuity, his money moved up to 120. There was about 40 to 50,000 naira difference. And he said to me, Mr. Emmanuel, you mean I've been losing 40 to 50K every single month for the past 3 years? I say, yes, because you did not know. Now you know. Tell your brother. He has a brother, a relative that he's working until he can get his document together and move him over to annuity, because you cannot afford to be losing your money that is due to you every single month. All right. Number 2, lifetime guarantee. Why you need to move and why other retirees are moving to annuity is because you can never outlive your annuity income. Payment will continue until death. There's no expiration date. There's no expected lifespan. There's no my money has finished. It never happens on annuity. Number 3, the economic risk is transferred from you to the insurance company. By the way, I'm sure you know, insurance companies or insurance generally means bearing risk, transferring risk. That's what insurance means. And that's why we are the ones that administer annuity. So all the risks, involved in your old age, all the risks involved in the market, all the risks involved in the country, whether it's a lockdown, coronavirus, or civil unrest, bandits are taking over cities and countries, it does not concern your annuity payment, though. That is inflation or recession, the insurance company is mandated and obligated to pay you your pension. So that fear, that wahala, that concern is out of, you don't come up for your body. Let me speak vernacular. You don't come up for your body 100% because the insurance has taken over your pension. Number 4 is like a will. It's like a will and an estate. The annuity arrangement for your pension is like a built-in will. What do I mean by that? Your remaining RSA balance is paid directly to your beneficiaries. Okay, this is in fact, let me talk about this a little bit. Many of the retirees who are telling you to stay on program withdrawal because your children will get the balance when you die and all that. Tell them that is not what the law says, because in annuity also you have that option, especially in the first 10 years, particularly in the first 10 years, you can also do the same thing and have the balance sent to your family, your kids, or your loved ones if life happens. Now, for those people who still claim that they still love, their PFAs and program withdrawal, ask them how many how many retirees on program withdrawal that were able to assess the so-called balance. Can I shock you? There's what you call letter of administration. That one, in fact, before anybody have access to your balance, when you are no more, if there's a balance, they will go through the eye of a needle. If you are, if you're familiar with the story in the Bible, it talks about how a camel can go through a eye of a needle because of how difficult the process is. So to get all that done, you have to go to a court, get a lawyer to get that document out, and it takes at least 6 months to 1 year or more. So people have been on this matter for about 2 or 3 years. They still cannot access the funds, maybe 3 or 4 million left in the balance of their late dad or mom in the program withdrawal. They cannot access it up to date. There are many people who have even forfeited it because of the wahala. In fact, when you lose somebody in your family, you need money urgently for burial and other things. If you understand what I mean. Please confirm you can still hear me. Confirm you are making sense. If anybody can hear me and you are getting value from what you are saying, please type yes, yes, yes. Let me just see quickly. If you are hearing me clearly and then you are understanding what I'm saying, just type yes. Let me see on the comments. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody can still hear me clearly. Thank you. Good. So when you are on program withdrawal and then you pass on, your family will go through a tough process, and I pray they succeed, to get any balance out. The primary wahala there is the letter of administration, which must be gotten from a court. All right, excuse me. Yeah, and that process is a lot. And then there's a percentage they need to pay to your lawyer and many other things that, in fact, to get the money, they need to go and get money to pay. They need to go and get money, a percentage of that money to pay for the process to get the money out. Now, somebody who's looking for money for burial and money for taking care of the children that are left behind is now the one that will go and look for money elsewhere to get the money you have out. And then you are no more there to defend yourself. You're no more there to argue your case. Your wife or husband and your children will be running helter-skelter. In the case of annuity, that is not how it works. In annuity, it is a seamless process. We call it claims, right? All you need to do is that the person you have mentioned as your beneficiary will step forward and provide 1 or 2 proofs, and then in a few days' time, the money is moved. That's all. There's no lawyer involved, no cost involved, and this is a very important reason why many retirees choose annuity. Number 5, it is a binding legal contract. All right? You will never hear that we don't have money again. Your money has finished. Never. In fact, for us who are in health insurance, UBA Bank is already a brand name. For instance, it's a household name. Over 50, 60, 70, 65 years or so. I think we did our 65 or more birthday sometime last year. It is a foundational, one of the founding banks in Nigeria, not just in Africa. So there's no fear of your money has finished or has disappeared. Our insurance company is in a family that has a bank. Unlike, I'm saying this because there are other insurance companies out there who are standalone insurance companies. There is no bank structure in their family, in their network, in their group. But for us in the UBA group, the health insurance group, UBA is a sister company. So besides that, it is a legally binding contract. Your provisional agreement is legal. It's a contract that states the amount you'll be receiving every month. No surprises, no excuses. Okay, I think that will suffice. So let me begin to wrap up this so that Mr. Ibrahim can just round up at some point. So in a summary, you already understand how it works. Your RSA is with your PFA. RSA means retirement savings account, right? That money you have been saving while you're working with your PFA is called RSA. Then your PFA is your pension fund administrators that come to your office to collect the money from your employer every month. Then the PFC is where the money is kept. In fact, all the PFAs, let me say this now, whether it's Leadway PFA or Civic IMDC PFA, SSARM, Power Pension, they must bring their money here to either to us, UBA PFC, Zenith PFC, or this last one, the first pension. Yeah, they must bring the money here. They cannot. The PFC, the pension fund custodian, is where your money is domiciled. Okay, so if any PFA tells you your money is moving from us to another to health insurance, your money not really. Your money has been with UBA PFC or Zenith PFC or the third one all along. So there's really no movement as such per se, right? You are still within the pension arrangement. You didn't go anywhere. All right, you're only trying to get a better option. Now look at your screen. You will see a few myths, a few things that they tell you. Number one, they tell you my money will leave Nigeria's pension if I go to annuity. Have you seen that? If I go, you may hear these things when you go to get your templates, and when you tell them you want to go to annuity, they may tell you, don't do. If you do that, your money is leaving Nigerian pension system. That's a lie. All right? Your funds simply move from the PFA's PFC to the insurance company, like UBA, like Heirs Insurance. It's still within the structure, right? Number two, they tell you if you leave your PFA, you have left your. If you go to annuity, you have left your PFA. That is not totally correct, because your PIN number, your what do you call it? Your PEN number, PEN number. There's a number you have, all right, with your PFA. It's still valid, even if you are on annuity. If for any reason money enters that your PFA account, it is still your money. You can still access it. So that you have left your PFA does not mean that your account with them has been shut down. That's not true. All right, your money is safe with the new PFC or with the insurance company, and now you gain a lifetime guaranteed income instead, and your PFA account is not shut down. Okay, good. They can also tell you not to go. Don't go to annuity, or because the process is very complex. That's not true. Ideally, the answer is simple. It takes 3 to 5 working days for all process to be completed once you submit your documents. All right, your FA, the person that gave you this link, this meeting will help you, guide you. It does not take 3 to 5 days. Some PFA may delay you for 1 week or maybe 10 days, but by and large, before your next salary comes the next month, you're already getting your payment, a bigger and a better payment with annuity. All right, so on and on and on. So again, some PFAs may delay you, but the FA, the person from Heirs Insurance that you're talking to, will help you. If there is any delay or any challenge you may have, they'll help you fast track the process so that you don't get stranded or get frustrated by any of the PFAs when you choose to, transfer. It is best that you come physically if you can, but if you cannot, we can still deal with this matter from our office. I'm talking about the documents you will get from us, the insurance company, Heirs Insurance. All right. Next one, they will tell you the online process is not working, that your email will be ignored. That's not correct. Online process is working. In fact, I have some retirees who are in the north, in the areas where you have insecurity too much. They don't want to be traveling up and down. With the online process and with emails, this whole thing of transferring from program withdrawal to annuity can be done. All right. So many PFAs like access pension and all that they want to insist. There's one that always insists. I don't know whether it's PAL or there's one that always tries say you must come physically. But many of them, the other ones can be done online. You just send the agreement. Your FA, the insurance person, the health insurance person you are talking to will show you emails. So if you send an email to your PFA telling them that you want to do annuity, they should migrate you, having attached your documents, you need to copy some relevant regulatory bodies, right? That way, they will fast track whatever you are doing. We can send that to you privately when the time is right. The FA, the insurance person you are talking to, will give you the other emails you need to copy, when you are taking that process. It should not take more than 3 days, ideally, or 5 days. But if it is delayed more than necessarily, reach out to the FA that you are working with. The financial advisor from the insurance company, Heirs Insurance. They will help you fast track all of that. Okay. I am going to stop here and ask Mr. Ibrahim to quickly deal with this matter of lump sum, whom I've talked about it briefly. Mr. Ibrahim, can you take the next 5 minutes or 6? Our time is fast spent. If your network is better right now, to talk about this, and then let's take questions, and hopefully we'll talk about the next segment of this meeting. Mr. Ibrahim.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Can you hear me now? Can you all hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yes.
Yeah, please. Firstly, I want to tender my apology for the bad network. The place I was very bad, so I need to move away from that place and to change my location. So right now, I'll be speaking on the 50% or 25% lump sum. How lump sum is being calculated. I'll be going into full details about how pension is being calculated.
Yeah.
Lump sum is being calculated to retirees on pension. When you retire from service, let's say for example, your total balance, I mean for the employer, for the employee's contribution, I may mention accrued right. Accrued right is the combination of your own contribution and the employer's contribution. Let's say for example, your own total balance is 10 million naira. Just know that you'll be having additional 10 million naira from your employer. Total balance will be like 20 million naira. So we are using 20 million naira as an example to calculate either you be qualified for your 25% lump sum or 50% lump sum. According to the law, when you look at the Pension Reform Act, the law say that either you are eligible for what? For 25% lump sum or 50% lump sum. So your lump sum is being calculated according to your last pay salary. Are you getting me? The law say that at least you have to get 50%. Your monthly pension must be able to get you what? 50% of your last pay salary. Let's say for example, like you retire from University of Lagos and your last salary is like 300,000 naira for last salary, and your total accrued right, both your personal contributions and the employer's contribution, everything all in total is what? Is 20 million naira. The law said that your pension must be paying you 50%, at least 50% of your last pay salary. I said I use a 300,000 naira as an example, as per as your last pay salary. Are you getting me? So that shows that at least your monthly pension after retirement must be paying you at least 150,000 naira. Are you all with me? Now see how it's being
Yes.
calculated. Then we first divide it into two. The 20 million naira into two. So 10 million naira is going to your account as your lump sum. The remaining 10 million naira will be used for either program withdrawal or annuity. So look, see the way 10 million naira is being calculated. According to the actuaries, we have a 10 years guarantee period. 10 years guarantee period, it is what they use to calculate our pension in Nigeria, according to the actuaries. Back then in those days, I mean during the era of old pension schemes, like government, they use 5 years guarantee period, but right now as I'm talking to you, we use 10 years guarantee period. So how many months do we can we find in what? In 10 years we can get like 120 months within 10 years. Are you getting me? So now your 10
Yes.
million naira, your remaining 10 million naira will be used to will be divided by what? Will be divided by 120 months. So which will give us like 83,333 naira. Can you all get me there? 83,333 naira. So that shows that your 10 million naira can be paying you under program withdrawal 83,000. And according to the pension reform act, the pension reform act says that your monthly pension must be paying you what? 50% of your last pay salary. So if I may ask you and I now, can that 83,000 is it up to what? 50% of your last pay salary? Is it yes or no? The answer is what? The answer is
No.
no, because your salary was around 300,000. Your calculations, 10 million naira cannot give you up to what? Up to 150,000. It can only give you what? It can only give you 83,303 333 naira, which shows that you are not qualified for what? You are not qualified for 50% gratuity, because a lot of us be asking that, I want 50% of my money. They do ojo for me. They gave me 25% instead of 50%. This is how it's being calculated. If your monthly pension cannot give you 50% of your last pay salary, just know that your gratuity will be 25%. That is the factor they use to calculate your gratuity. Are you getting me now? So now, so okay, they will not say that okay, this 83,000 is not up to 150,000. Let us calculate 25%. Okay, the same 20 million naira. What's the 25% of 20 million naira? It give us what? 5 million, which they assume 5 million naira is going to your account as what? As your gratuity. So the remaining balance will be used for either program withdrawal or annuity. What's the remaining balance? The remaining balance will be around 15 million naira. So when you divide 120 months by 15 million naira by 120 months, which will give us 125,000 naira, on a monthly basis under program withdrawal. Still, yet is still not under what is still not up to what 150,000 naira, but this one is still preferable, so they prefer to use this one than what than to use 10 million naira to calculate your monthly pension. So if the PFA, if we are not, we don't really understand how this thing is being calculated, because a lot of us, they will say that, oh, they gave my friend 50%, they gave me 25%. No, these are the factors that they use to do the calculation. They have to confirm that your monthly pension must be paying you your what, at least 50% of your last pay salary. Then let me now chip in. One of the, I just want to talk briefly on one of the fact that the advantages of annuity over program withdrawal. I'm not saying that annuity did not have disadvantage, because a lot of us, we saying that, we always say that, talk good thing about annuity. We always say good thing about annuity. What are the bad things about annuity? The only thing about annuity that may be bad to you, but to me is good. You understand? The only thing is that when you convert to annuity, you cannot go back to program withdrawal. That is the only thing about annuity I know. Are you getting me? So now, when I'll be speaking briefly about the advantages of annuity over program withdrawal. I will pick one of it. So Emmanuel may mention that annuity serve what as a will for all what, for all retirees. Yes. If I may ask you and I, out of 100% Nigerians, 95, in fact, I can even say 98% of Nigerians, we don't have what we call will. Are you getting me? We don't have will at all. So when you sign up annuity, you have automatically, you have will with us. You have written your will. So there's no need to get what we call will or letter of administration from courts. When anything like death happens, we don't pray for that. Death is inevitable. We cannot run away from it, either we like it or not. There are some certain years we pass on earth, then we'll move on. So when something like that happens within a year or 2 years after we have subscribed for annuity, the remaining balance under your annuity is guaranteed for what? For your named beneficiary. So when somebody, if you sign up annuity with us, automatically you have written your will that if something happens to me, this also amount should be paid to what? To my beneficiaries without any stress. But unlike program withdrawal, I'm not trying to talk down on program withdrawal. You can go to pension reform act, you can go to any stationaries of your choice to get what we call pension reform act. It is boldly written there. Pension reform act is not written by insurance companies, it's not written by me, it's not written by Okoli Momo, it's not written by any PFA. It is the law guiding pension in Nigeria. So don't follow my word of mouth, don't follow what I'm saying. Just go to the stationaries of your choice, go and get this book and open page 3, retirement benefits. So it's going to explain to you what program withdrawal is all about, and what annuity is also all about. So when somebody dies under program withdrawal, you need to get what we call will. In the absence of will, you need to get what we call letter of administration from courts, which you may use like 1.5 2 years before you get that. It may take you like 1.5 or 2 years before you get letter of administration from courts. That's number 1 thing. Number 2 is that 10% of that value will be deducted from the PFA, because you know they are servicing their generator, they are paying their staff, they are doing a lot of things. They are going to deduct. Let's say, for example, the beneficiary want to claim 10 million naira from your pension. We don't pay for you. You live long by special grace of God. 1 million naira is gone to the PFA. Another 1 million naira, which happens to be another 10%, is gone to what? Is gone to government accounts. There's an account where they pay death benefits processing, where they make the payments. That 10% is gone. Then thirdly, the lawyer that will process the letter of administration from you, we also collect 10%. So 3 million naira is gone. Then the remaining 7 million naira will be shared within your among your beneficiaries, only if they provide all the required documents. The required documents can also be your payslip in 2007, which they may not even get it. Your payslip in 2009, December 2009, they have to visit your previous employer to get all those documents with stress. There are so many funds in pension fund administrators that the beneficiary, they left it there because of the stress. But in the case of annuity, there's nothing like that. I personally have done testing. I don't pray that my client should be dying every year. I did one, I think it was around November last year. Then I did another one in January. It doesn't take me within a month. Everything is ready, and the beneficiary, they really thank me a lot for all those things. So when you are choosing any pension scheme, you have to be careful. You have to be vigilant, and you have to be knowledgeable about the pension scheme you want to choose. You need to understand what program withdrawal is all about. You need to understand the danger being under program withdrawal. You have to think about your children. You have to think about your loved ones, anybody you want to use as beneficiary before you choose uh, program withdrawal over annuity. Another thing is that annuity pays higher than program withdrawal. Yes, I think we need to go in full details about this thing, because we may have some Lagos State retirees among us, and there are some scenarios whereby program withdrawal will be a little bit higher than annuity. You know, the reason why for that is that most people that retire from Lagos State, they always get what we call arrears, pension arrears. You know, most of us, we must have retired for good 2 years or 3 years before retirement. So they are going to pay like 2.5 or 3 years arrears. Let me say, for example, your remaining balance of 10 million naira to be used for either program withdrawal and annuity. They are going to give you arrears of 3 years. So when you calculate the numbers of months we have in 3 years, so calculate 83,333 naira times 3 years. Are you getting me? So that value will be added to your what? To your additional 10 million naira, which happens to be your lump sum. Are you getting me? So the remaining balance after your arrears is being calculated will be less than 10 million naira. And also we reduce what we call lifespan. So let me briefly explain what lifespan is all about. Being human being. So you know, when they say program withdrawal pay you for an expected lifespan, they pay you for some certain years and they stop payment. Why? You don't really have much energy to work or to look for something to eat or to move from one place or to another. We human being, we have expected lifespan on earth. Likewise, every other animals, they have expected lifespan. What is the expected lifespan of human being, and what is the expected lifespan? There are some creatures, they have their expected lifespan is just like 7 days, like mosquito, and there are some they spend like 200 years, like tortoise. So when they are using, they are telling you that they pay you for an expected lifespan. They are telling you that what begins must end. If they pay you for some certain year, they are going to what? They are going to stop monthly pension. It is written under pension reformer. It's not me that I'm saying it. It is boldly written there. A lot of us, we made a lot of mistakes. We listen to the PFA. They will show you some doctored documents and a program will pay for life, annuity pay for short period of time. You know, they will just turn it upside down, and we will not do our further investigation about the information. Are you getting me now? So annuity pay for life and pay higher than program withdrawal. But in case of Lagos State, so the remaining balance will be small to use for annuity, which will make
For time's sake, we can just quickly wrap it up so we don't
Yes, yes.
repeat the
Okay,
same
let
thing.
me round up. Because of time and because of every other thing we want to do now. So, like I said, we have to be careful why we choose the mode of pension schemes. We need to read the terms and conditions very well. We need to know the benefits of annuity over program withdrawal. We need to know all the dangers being under program withdrawal. We don't have to listen to the PFA, and don't let us have this kind of oh, I have known this PFA for now for long. Some of those PFA staffs, they even make friends with retirees. It's not about friend. There's difference between relationship and what and pension. They are two different things. You understand? When you add relationship with pension, it can affect you for life. So we have to be careful. Thank you very much, Mr. Okoli, for the wonderful presentation. And Mr. Larry Oga, thank you very much for bringing out this kind of platform for all retirees. I want to also appreciate our retirees and our ASM, our RDM, our fellow colleagues. I want to appreciate you all for this uh, wonderful annuity presentation. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Do enjoy your weekend. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ibrahim. And please, can we just give it up for Mr. Ibrahim, like a round of applause? If you can use any of the emojis, just a clap or the thumbs up emoji, please, for Mr. Ibrahim. Thank you so much, sir. We greatly appreciate you. Okay, we are gradually coming to the end of this, but then we're going to take questions, right? So if you have a question, yeah, okay, thank you so much. I can see some people with their thumbs up. Papai, Nena, Kalu, Oluwase, Emmanuel, thank you. Olayinka, yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Somebody's asking whether we can get the replay, the recording. Absolutely. But why coming live is important is because in the live version like this, you can get to ask the question live, right? But again, if you miss this or you have any of your retirees that missed this, of course, we're going to get the recording, the link, and give to them to go and, replay. And then if they have any question, they'll come back to whoever gave them this link. So the idea is to make sure that our retirees and even those who are still in service, they are adequately informed, irrespective of where they are. Okay, real quickly, let's take questions. I have a few persons here. Some of our top managers are here. I can see Juliet. I think I saw her a while ago. Madam Juliet. I can see Hezekiah. I can see a few others who are here who are also going to throw in their weights and respond to some of the questions that are being asked. So if you have a question you like to ask, you can raise your hands or you type it, right? If you have a question you like to ask, two things you can do. You can either raise your hands or you can type. So Tommy, Tommy, I don't know if it's Tommy, I'm sorry, or if it's Mrs. Tommy. I believe you probably have a question you'd like to ask. Okay, so we'll look at those and, and then provide answers. But while that is coming up, let's take a quick look at some of the questions that have been sent in from retirees from all over Nigeria in the past 5 to 6 months, and then we can answer them here. Some of them probably are in this meeting, but the answers to this question will, help others who are watching this video right now or who will watch it later. Please confirm you can see my screen. It's an Excel sheet. Someone is asking from Abuja. His PFA is trust fund. If you can see my screen, just type SHEET, sheets. Type sheet, that's Excel sheet. If you can see my screen, just type SHEET. Let me be sure that you can see clearly. Can anybody see the screen I'm sharing? If you can, okay, perfect. Yes, it is clear. Good. So yeah, question. There's a question here. Okay, do you have any question? It says from Lagos, Aiko, where is your branch in Lagos? Okay, somebody from Aiko, I try to cover their name so that I can maintain their identity and their confidentiality. His name is Destiny, just the first name alone. Aiko is the company, and then it's in Lagos. He said, where is your branch in Lagos? Okay, Mr. Hezekiah, one of our, can you tell people where we are in Lagos? If you can unmute, yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, go
Can
ahead.
you hear me?
Sir. Yeah.
Oh, Emmanuel, thank you so much. All right, I am actually doing something. And I can just say something briefly.
Yes, please.
You know, we have many branches in Lagos.
Yes, please.
Yes, we have the likes of the headquarters at Victoria Island. We have at Anthony. That's Elizabeth Building. We have at Ikeja. We have at Yaba. That's Albert Macaulay. Then apart from that, we also operate in all the UBA branches in Nigeria. All the UBA branches in Nigeria. But the good part of it is that you have to work with a representative that will always put you through. So that's the very little I can say for now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So our offices are all over Nigeria, but your best plug is the person with health insurance, the rep that you are talking to. He can guide you to either the closest office to you or wherever you are. By the way, coming to the office is basically to fulfill all righteousness, because wherever you are in Nigeria, you can actually remotely get this done. The rep from Heirs Insurance can help you wherever you are. Without even, in fact, some of my annuity clients, friends, I've not seen them before. I've never seen them before, but they are now on annuity without even coming to the office. But if you want to come to the office, it's a very simple thing. You know, we have a list of offices. The FA you are talking to will guide you to the one closest to you. Thank you, Ezekiah. Okay, this person says, Mr. Sonny says, I would love to know all about annuity. I mean, you can watch the video again from Access ARM River State. You can watch the video again or the previous edition. You get to know more, or the FA you're talking to will guide you and explain further. While I'm doing this, please drop your questions on the chat. We can take it at some point. Somebody's asking here, PFA not mentioned, but his name is Charles. If I am with an insurance company and I don't want to continue with them, what can I do? If I am with an insurance company and I don't want to continue with them, what can I do? We'll take two at the same time. This is Mr. Michael from Ogun State. He's saying, at my age, 60, is it not too late to start a retirement plan? I am not a salary worker. I want any of the managers on the call to take those two questions in 1 minute or less. Can I have any of the managers respond to those two questions? Number one is, if I don't want to continue with my current, my current insurance company, what should I do? Can I change? Number two is, I'm 60 years old. Is it not too late? Yeah, who wants to respond to those, please?
Well, I think.
Okay, Ezekiel, you want to take it?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, once you are if the person is on annuity already, he or she can always move to another insurance company, but it's not advisable because a lot of things takes place in the course of trying to migrate to another insurance company. Yes, the only advice I would love to give is let's know the reason you are trying to move. If there are things we can fix, you know, if the regulatory body can as well come in and fix it. But if you want to leave, it will affect your payouts. So remain there.
Okay, what about the one that is 60 years old?
Same thing, like moving as well. The question is not explicit.
Okay, he said he's 60 years old and he's not on salary. Maybe he's a businessman or something, I don't know. He's just asking what can he do. It's not too late.
Okay, if he's not on salary and he wants to have a way of having a constant stream of income on a monthly basis, we can work on something for him.
Okay.
Yeah, we have something that is close to annuity for annuity light. We have something that is related. So it's just for the representative to do the work well.
Okay, perfect. Okay, now let's have Juliet take some of these questions. If you can hear me, Juliet, please be on standby. Okay, this person is from Lagos. I don't think it has a PFA at all. His name is Saka. He's saying, is it only salary earners that can do annuity? What of if I have personal money I want, can I deposit with you? Okay, yeah, Richard, Juliet, can you respond to this? Okay, I don't know if Juliet is on the call. I saw her. Okay, yeah, she's here. Juliet, can you hear me? Can you respond? Yes, yes.
Yeah, can you hear me? Am I audible enough?
Yes, yes.
Right. So I think we can just answer a similar question with the one the other person asked. We have something similar like to annuity, like annuity light. So we can also we can do that, yeah. So it's not a must you if you want to be on pension, want to be pensionable, it's not a must you have a CPS account or have an account with a PFA. You can also do annuity light, as he has also said. So it's a similar question. So okay. So that's it.
Okay, thank you so much. So just to add to that, if you are not a salary earner and you are still young, like you have some years ahead of you, we have other products that you can use to begin to build up money for the retirement. All right, it can be a 6-year duration. In fact, some of those products can actually protect your family while you are putting money aside by yourself. So you can choose whether it's a 20K or a 100K or whatever amount you can put aside every single month, in anticipation of a retirement. So when you're retiring, you have a lot of money you can use to execute certain projects, But by and large, you can reach out to the FA, the rep from Heirs Insurance you're talking to. They'll guide you properly on how to go about that. Someone is saying, 2 questions here. How soon, this is Mr. Who is this? Oluwa Shegun also from Oyo State, currently with ICO, is saying, how soon can I transfer to annuity? Number 2, do you give loan to annuitants? How soon can I transfer to annuity? Number 2, do you give loans to annuitants? I would like another manager who is here to respond, one that hasn't spoken before. Do I have another manager here? Yes, please. I'm trying to look at the names of people on the call, quite a number. So who amongst the leaders would like to respond to that question? Please, kindly unmute.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Mr. Ibrahim.
Yeah, the question is how soon can you move to annuity? Yes, before you can move to annuity, let's say, for example, if you sign up program withdrawal, before you can move to annuity, you need to stay under program withdrawal for good 1 year and a month, which happens to be 13 months before you can convert to annuity. So if you have been on program withdrawal for the past 2-3 years, then you can move to annuity at any time. But the best time to move to annuity is only when the program withdrawal pay your monthly pension. Today is 27. Yes, you can still move to program withdrawal to annuity by now. So, and program withdrawal they normally pay within on the 14th to 16th of each month. So once your monthly pension has been paid for that month, the 3rd day or the following day, then you can migrate to annuity as at that time. Then number 2 question is that, what's the number 2 question, please?
So I've moved out from there. Let me quickly see. Number 2 is, okay. Do you give loan to annuitants?
Yes, we give loans to annuitants. Yes, but before we can give you loan to any annuitant, if you are one of our annuitants and you are earning over 100,000 and above monthly pension under annuity, then you are qualified for loan. Then we are going to process that through what? Through our banking sector, which are UBA Bank. But if you are collecting less than 100,000 below, are you getting me? You might not be qualified for loan because of your monthly pension. They want to ensure that despite you are paying for loan, at the same time you still be having your monthly pension, because they are not expecting you the whole of your money to be using for loan repayments.
Okay.
So the answer is yes, if you are collecting above 100,000 naira.
All right, thank you so much. I think that clarifies. Okay, we'll take a few more and then we'll close it. We'll call it a day for today. So I have a question from Mr. Mohammed from Adamawa State, and I'd like Hezekiah or maybe Juliet. Okay, Juliet, you can respond to this if you are able to, if you can unmute. He says, for how long will annuity last? I think we have explained this while we're speaking, but just to throw light. If I die, this is due or die. If I die 7 years into the plan, what happens? Ms. Juliet, kindly respond.
Okay, so that's the essence of this program, this website now today. Annuity, as the law implies, it is for life. Annuity lasts for as long as the retiree lives. So even if you live 120, 200, by the grace of God, we pray for long life. The payment continues for as long as you live. And the other question is what? If he dies in 7 years, what happens? Yes. Which was also discussed in the program today, this website today, that already you will have your name beneficiaries already with us in annuity. So the balance will be paid to your name beneficiaries. Note the annuity is 10 years. Not only annuity alone, program withdrawal to also have the 10 years. So the both plan, the money balance will be paid to the named beneficiaries.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, our time is fast spent. We have 5 minutes or less to end. Let me come back to the chats. Yeah, I can see a few questions in our chat, so we'll quickly take them. I'll stop sharing now. I'll look at the chat. I can see someone says, I got a retiree that wants all his money to set up a private business. What do I advise him? Of course, I mean, if you heard what the speaker said, you cannot take all your money out. At the point of retirement, you know, it's either a 25% or a 50 or somewhere in between, and that will be determined by a few factors like your last salary, how old you are, and all of that. So that answer, you can't take all 100% out, okay? But then we can reach out privately and understand the unique situation of this person and provide appropriate response to him or her. All right, I see Tommy. Tom, okay, Mr. Tom, that should be, he said, okay, I will speak to Madam Juliet. Okay, better, good. If you have somebody in our team, you can speak to them directly for further clarity. I have a question here. What is the last salary? What is the purpose of the last salary? Is it for lump sum or gross or net pay? What is the purpose of the last salary? Is it for lump sum? Yeah, I mean, we have answered that question. I think I have the answer. It's for the lump sum calculation, okay? While Mr. Ibrahim was speaking, he mentioned that to be able to calculate the lump sum is the bulk money you take out of your balance when you retire, all right? Let's say you have 50 million as your RSA balance and you have retired. Everything you have in the account is 50 million, right? There's a big money they will give you at once. It's called lump sum. What will determine that amount they will give you to take home as bulk money is the things he mentioned. You check your last salary while you're working, check how old you are. I think they will even check your gender and then use a 10-year duration and do all the calculation. Then they'll now give it to you. Somebody sent me a DM while this message is ongoing. It says, I attended your online lecture. Please, I want to calculate my benefits if I transfer my PFA worth 12 million to annuity and my last pay is 530,000 naira. How much will I be getting as my annuity every month? Again, what happens to my lump sum transfer to you? Okay, that's a personal question in my DM. So I'll deal with that after this meeting. So he wants to get a quote. Generally, he's saying he wants to get a quote. So you can actually get a quote, right? Reach out to the FA, the rep that got you here. They can give you a quote showing what your payments can look like. All right, when you are on annuity, depending on your balance at the time of retirement. And he's asking the question, what will happen to the money I sent to your insurance company when I transfer it to you? Okay, Hezekiah, you want to respond to that? when they move the money to health insurance, what happens to the money?
What happens to the money? How is the person talking about the growth of the funds? The question is not clear enough.
Yeah. So
But
yeah,
what
I think
if I
what it
want?
means is if the money moves from a PFA to insurance company, what to that lump sum? What will happen to it?
Okay, like from the presentation, once the money is moved, it's moved to the PFC,
Yeah.
but we will still be using the money. We will have our calculation. We have a 10-year guaranteed period. So if the person is asking of how we invest the money, of course, the pool of funds. So we invest the money. Yes, the money comes in, we invest the money, and we pay from there while the investment goes on.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much, Hezekiah. Thank you so much, Juliet. Thank you, Mr. Ibrahim, for an amazing time tonight. And thank you so much, Mr. Larry, our RM. Sorry, we can't take more questions. I see one question here.
Okoli, Bernard is raising up his hand. I don't know.
Okay, Mr. Bernard, apologies. Please kindly unmute and speak. If you have an answer or a comment to make, please go ahead, sir.
Okay, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good evening, everyone. My boss, good evening. I want to appreciate Emmanuel and Ibrahim, those that actually made presentation on this meeting, because I'm actually, will I say, novice. Thank God I've learned a lot of very fast as regards to this annuity. I've learned a lot on this program.
Yeah, let me contribute. You know, in every field of or in any field we find ourselves, we will always act according to the level of understanding. So they have this understanding from the PFAs that they are the best. So I want to believe if that person has all it takes to understand the two modes of accessing pension, definitely the person will know the best option to take. So I feel once you meet a retiree, try to speak from the standpoint of the law, what the law says. Okay, there are things we know retirees, over 90% of them are not aware. And the PFAs, even when they should be in a better position to let them know, would not want to do that. Just like you said earlier, Emmanuel, nobody wants to lose business, but at the detriment of the retirees. So if you can find a striking word to have their attention, it will make a lot of meaning. That's what I feel.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Yes, thank you. Let me briefly contribute.
Okay.
Now, I want all retirees, please, to kindly note this. Once you want to migrate from where you are, program withdrawal to annuity, you are starting pensions from the scratch. You are having a new guaranteed period. Everything starts from the scratch, and you so much enjoy what you're about to do. So there's a lot to know, but for the fact that we don't have much time, we just have to make it short. All right, thank you, Emmanuel.
Absolutely. Wow, this has been super impressive. Okay, yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Hezekiah. I myself got a lot of value, Mr. Larry.
Emmanuel.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Larry, please go ahead.
Yes, I want to say something concerning the question Bernard raised.
Okay.
That if somebody said that is on program withdrawal already and doesn't want to change, that this thing, what we are doing now is just to sensitize the retiree. That's our work, sensitization. The movement is voluntary, so it's not. We don't make it mandatory that compulsorily you have to move to annuity or compulsory you have to stay with. So you have to make that decision when we tell you. So it's now left for you to decide. So if I tell you something and you say that, okay, no, you're not going to go by rate, that you want to stay on program withdrawal, well, there's no problem. Let the person stay on program withdrawal. So we have so many people that has taken that decision in the past, and at the end of the day, they see the result after that decision. So, like a friend of mine that he told his dad that the dad should move to annuity, and the dad remained. That to move to annuity, and the dad refused. He said he wants to stay with program withdrawal, and that's what he wants. So the son leave him, and with time, the pension stop. And he has that belief that maybe his son is the one that worked on it to make the PFA to stop his pension. He came to the son. So the son said no, so they have to go to the PFA. And getting to the PFA said that the money has finished. So
Wow.
this is, yes. So this is just like an experience. So such a person, you leave such a person to have an experience. So what
Mr. Larry is saying basically is that when you have any of your uncles, your relative, your colleague, your former colleague at work, who doesn't want to come over to and allow them, all right, because it's a voluntary decision, they need to make it by themselves. But sometimes they may need to learn it the hard way and have some not so good experience, which we don't want to happen. But you cannot force anybody to come over to annuity. Let them just be educated and informed, and they should be let alone to decide for themselves. So that being said, I want to say thank you to Ms. Larry, our RM, Lagos Central Region, for this awesome gathering tonight. And then thank you for everyone who's here, all the retirees who are here live and who will watch the replay. We celebrate you. Please don't forget to call the number of the person that gave you this video link, whether you're live or watching the replay. That person can help you, more than capable of guiding you to migrate or convert to annuity. And finally, like we said earlier, two more things. Even if you're not ready to move now, maybe because you are still working or because you are less than 1 year in program withdrawal, you have some friends, right, and your former colleagues who have retired. Please send their numbers or connect them to our colleague that got you here, so they can help them, right? Because what you've heard right now is gold, is treasure. Let those your former colleagues also benefit, and then let them also be helped to migrate to annuity. Then finally, if you want us to come to your former workplace to train those who are still there, we are more than capable to do that, so that they can be informed. Physical training, I mean, if you have any place, you have access to the HR, you have access to the people in charge, connect to the person that brought you here, and then we can come there physically and train your people for you at no cost. That is our responsibility, to make sure that everyone out there who's a retiree is properly informed and allowed to decide for themselves. We are going to be back again in about 2 weeks' time or thereabout for another similar topic to further buttress the questions or the concerns surrounding pension, retirement, annuity, and program withdrawal. So put your eye, be watchful, and then your friend who gave you this link will give you another link again when it's time. You see the flyer. Please spread the news and let everyone come on board. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.